Good Monday morning. Welcome to the Midday Motivation Call. Good afternoon for those on the East Coast and those on the West Coast. Good morning. My name is Shannon Hamilton. Today is Monday, July 8th, and I'm excited to share with you the Midday Morning Call. This call happens every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, and it is specific and intentional to help motivate you, do that cut and that break in your day to give you a little personal development, a little skill set, and a little mindset. So I want to welcome you to this morning or today's midday call. It gets a little confusing sometimes because I'm on the West Coast and I know those on the East Coast, it is noon, lunchtime. So today we're going to talk about winning the battle of the mind. One thing that's super important to me is the thoughts that I allow in my body or in my mind, and the things that consume space in my head. And I know we have choices throughout the day, and a lot of those choices are renting space in your head, and you're consumed by the thoughts that you have. So today we're going to talk about the attitude of gratitude. That's a consistent theme of mine. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for what you're thinking. Be grateful that you're able to even join this call. Be grateful that you have people in your life that introduce you to this call so that every single day you can just do a little bit, 1%, to get just a little bit better. So as you get better, I want you to think of other people who you can help. Because sometimes it's not sometimes, all the time, it's not about just you. It's all about who you can help. We know that we're going to help family and friends. We know if you're a parent, you're going to help your kids. Outside of that, who else can you help? Who else can you make a difference in their life? A lot of times, when we're winning the battle of the mind, it's all about me, 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 me. If you don't believe me, go look at social media. Me, 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 me. My thoughts, how I feel, pictures of me, all about me, which is cool. I'm not knocking that. But when you're winning the battle of the mind and you're having an attitude of gratitude, start thinking about those outside of just your inner circle. Who can I connect with today? What can I learn from them? What can they learn from me? How can I share the gifts I have? All of us are not equally talented, but all of us are equally talented, if that makes sense. We all have a gift to give to the world. Have you found your gift? Do you know what your gift is? How do you take the gifts that you have and share it with the world versus keeping it all to yourself? Because we all are equally talented, but unequally talented. And so that may be confusing. So I'm still trying to find my talents. There's a lot of things I think I'm good at, but there's some things I need to improve at. That you all have those skills in different ways that you can help me, whether it's love skills, whether it's communication skills, whether it's spiritual, financial, emotional. We all have things that we're good at that we need to share with the world. And as we share those with the world, you make somebody's mind a little better place for them to live. With that said, I want you to think about this with dealing with other people. You personally can't stop people from talking about you. Some of us get that in our head, and we just can't let it go. Well, this person said this and that person said that. And that's okay. That's going to happen. And one of the things as an entrepreneur, you're going to have people that agree with your style, don't agree with your style, like you, don't like you, whatever the case may be. But you can live your life so profound that what that person is saying about you or you think they're saying about you doesn't even matter. Nobody even believes it because you're living the life that you were born to live. So maximize your strengths and Love the way you see yourself. Think about when you look in the mirror, how do you see yourself? How do you feel about yourself? What are the thoughts that are entering your mind when you look in the mirror? And it's not just about your physical attraction. Are you proud of you? Think about that. Are you seriously proud of you? Are you proud of the direction you're going? We've all had our life struggles, our goods, our bads, our ups, our downs, our healthy days, our sick days, the days when we were more motivated than others. But when you look in the mirror at the end of the day or the beginning of the day, who is it that you see? Are you proud of that person? More or less, can you be more proud of that person? And I'm not just talking about your physical attributes. It's what you're consuming, what you're learning, how you're growing, et cetera, et cetera. Let's see. In order to find yourself, you have to lose yourself. Have you ever heard? There's a rapper. His name is Eminem, and he talks about you got to lose yourself in the moment. He got it right. Think about that. When I say think about it, in order to find who you really are, sometimes you got to lose control in a good way. You can be we call it a badass. You can be a badass if you just lose yourself and just go for it. I mean, just all out go for it, whatever it is. If you're this morning, I was watching the young lady Coco Gauff, the tennis player. She's in the Wimbledon, won 6 matches in a row in Wimbledon, 15 years old. She lost herself in the moment of winning. Then, of course, by her successes, the media, social media, all kind of things came her way, and she lost a match today. And her greatness is yet to be seen, but you can see it in her face, her thoughts. You can see the fact that a lot of this is overwhelming for a 15-year-old to have a world stage and just everything's coming at you all at once. For most of us, we're over 15 now. The world is not coming at us like that. You know, if you're an actor, an entertainer, it's not over for you. It's all those things that you want to achieve can still be achieved. I don't care if you're 18 years old or 78 years old. You still have a place. You still have greatness in you. You still have an opportunity. But it all starts by what we started with, the battle of the mind. So, let's see. Every day when we're dealing with our mind and our mindset, we have thousands of choices. And I'm going to close with some of this. I want you to really give this some thoughts. You have choices to make. You have a choice of how you read, how you grow, what enters your mind, whether it's negative or positive, whether it's from the TV, from the radio, from the friends you hang around. Get that in your mind. Sometimes we're going to have to cut ties and cut strings with people we know, people we love, because they're consuming space in your head that's not productive for who you are today. That person you see in the mirror today and the person you want to see in that mirror in the future. So I'm not saying cut your friends off and disown them and stuff like that, but watch what you're consuming from certain people. Is it helping you grow or is it stunting your growth? Are they consuming space in your mind that's positive, or they're consuming your space in your mind that's negative? I'm going to give you a very good example. Sometimes, especially in the society we live in, we scroll through social media, Facebook, Instagram, or whatever it is, and you see things that you don't agree with, and you want to comment on them. Maybe you don't, but you've consumed that positive or negative information internally. You started giving it thoughts. You may not write a comment on it, but you thought about commenting on it. So you have to really and this is a skill set I'm working on. You got to really think about how much energy and space in your mind you're going to allow that to consume. I'm super guilty of it. I'm not even going to pretend like I'm perfect or in any way, but I'm work in progress. Now that we are all on this call and we all aware of it, think about what choices are you making? What information are you allowing to take space in your mind? When it comes to eating, it's the same thing. It's how your perception of food, your perception of what society thinks you should look like it, what society thinks you can eat or what you should wear or what you should think. I think this person is thinking this. You're probably incorrect 99.9% of the time, but you're also probably correct because you already perceived it, made it a thought, and agreed with it, if that relates to you. So watch what you perceive other people of doing because it doesn't really matter. It may matter to you at that moment, but it's not real. Think about all the things that you want to be in life. Consume and consume the things in your mind that's going to help you grow. And I'm going to close with this final thought. The things that you internally bring into your mind on a daily and consistent basis will equal what you turn out and who you turn out to be. If you don't believe me, ask anyone that's more older than you and have a serious conversation with them. The things you think about constantly and consistently and the things you consume in your body, or not consume as in food, consume that energy is exactly 100% who you turn out to be. I want you to give that some thought, give that some practice. Today is Monday, July 8th. I hope this has helped you in some kind of way. Look in the mirror, see who you are today. Be proud of that person. More or less be proud of what that person has yet to accomplish, whether you're 18 or 78. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Again, we have these calls Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget to invite somebody and have a great day.